After 4 years, Sony has finally announced the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, which will be called Ghost of Yotei. Game developer Sucker Punch has come out and said that they are not going to be continuing the story of Jin. Rather, the game will take place 300 years after the happenings of Ghost of Tsushima and will follow a new character called Atsu, who's a female Ronin. To be honest, I am super excited about this game, and I could care less about a female protagonist. I know there's been some backlash about that, but honestly, I just want a great game with a great story and innovative gameplay. But here are 5 ideas that I think they are either going to do or could do that could be really innovative and really push the gameplay to help us feel more involved and keep us engaged from beginning to end. The first, and what I believe the number one way that they will be able to improve the gameplay, is by adding dual wielding. However, what I don't want is I don't want it to be something where you get new enemies that can fight off against, the dual wielding in this new style. Because I absolutely hate that, where a game introduces something new, but immediately there's already another enemy in there that now they're able to fight this off, and so you have to incorporate this style with this style with this style with this thing. I want to be able to improve the character that makes you stronger all around, so that when you go up against old enemies or you go into a new camp or whatever they're going to make, you immediately feel stronger, better, faster, more fluid. And so I believe if they incorporate it right, dual wielding will be a great way to make you feel stronger, faster, and improve the gameplay to make it more fluid. We'll have to see what they do or how they incorporate that, but I think dual wielding would be a fantastic way for them to make you stronger and to really incorporate a new style into gameplay, especially since in the game they show different swords and holding multiple swords, so we'll have to see. The second way that I believe this game is really going to improve, especially since it takes place in the 1600s and it was shown in the trailer, is through guns. Another game recently that was like Ghost of Tsushima that incorporated guns was Rise of the Ronin, which I believe took place in the 1600s as well. To be honest, I think guns is a great way to incorporate it. However, there is an issue because Rise of the Ronin didn't necessarily follow traditional norms, I guess, of what game or how combat would actually be during that period is what I'm trying to get at. They very much took their own liberty on, we're going to add this and we're going to add that, which made it very crazy and convoluted. Still a fun game. However, like I said earlier, Ghost of Tsushima is very much leaning into the literal aspect with a little bit of creative liberty. And so guns back then were very slow. They weren't these, pa 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 type of things. They were very slow. You had to reload them in a very unique way. And so one of the ways that they might incorporate that is having some enemies that have some stronger armor that arrows can't pierce, and so you're going to have to use a gun, but you're going to have limited ammo, obviously, or maybe you'll have to find some special types of ammo. We'll have to see. The third way that I think they can really improve this game is by adding like an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood type of style, where as a Ronin, you can go and meet other Ronins and create, like, for lack of better words, a Ronin Brotherhood, where let's say you're off on a mission or you're going to go tackle a camp and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's going to be my approach. You could have this Ronin Brotherhood or this Ronin group that you've created where you can set someone, on a peak, and as you go and enter the camp and you start assassinating people, you can have someone set to, fire at anyone that sees you as to keep them silent using arrows, or you can have someone or multiple people up on top that can send out a barrage of attacks using guns. I just think that would be a really cool way to incorporate, more stealth and more aggressive gameplay, more unique, methodical, where instead of, oh, it's just me, oh crap, I'm caught, oh, I gotta fight now, you can stay in stealth longer by having a group of Ronins where perhaps you train or something along those lines, where as you're going to approach something stealthily, they're hidden and they can go out and attack, keep the stealth going longer, send out arrows, or you can tell them to go kill someone. And I think that would just be a really cool way to incorporate that. Or if you're going against a large group, you have a couple of companions and allies with you. I think that would just be a really cool way, because Assassin's Creed Brotherhood did that really well in my opinion, and to this day I still absolutely love that game, and I love that mechanic because it allows you to keep going closer to your target while your group or your companions, assassins, Ronin, whatever you want to call it, were taking care of everyone else, and you only got involved when it was absolutely necessary. Now, the fourth way that I think that they can improve the gameplay, and I'm going based off of the trailer on this, is by incorporating an animal companion. On the trailer, it looks like they have some sort of wolf, but who knows, you might be able to get different animal companions for specific needs. Like, for example, what if you're able to tame a bear, and a bear is able to more specifically help you in combat, but maybe you also have a wolf, and a wolf is able to go and scout an area. Maybe you're able to get a bird, and a bird is able to let you know the specific locations. So who knows, maybe they're going to incorporate different types and they just have the wolf, or maybe the wolf itself is just your specific companion and you're going to be able to upgrade it. If that's the case, that worries me just a little bit because oftentimes one specific animal companion doesn't really help much. Like I think back to Final Fantasy 16, where you have Torgal. Torgal didn't really do much. He was there other than to add some aesthetics and some other aspects. But if they find the right mechanics and they do something unique, they can really push the envelope on this and create a gameplay that is super fun by being able to scout out an area, help in combat, and some other specific ways. But we'll have to see. It's either going to be a really cool aspect, or it's just going to be something that is there and that doesn't really do anything other than add some aesthetics and a little bit of different gameplay. The last way that I think Ghost of Yotei could really improve upon Ghost of Tsushima is by adding a relationship system, kind of like Rise of the Ronin had and a lot of other games that use that type of system, where when you go into a community or there's a faction or whatever type of thing that they create, you're able to build your relationship with them, which will then lead to a bunch of perks or new opportunities, whether it's quests or whether you open up that specific area that allows you to do new things, or they open up doors to areas that were previously closed. What I don't want, though, is where it's part of the game, where you have to reach a certain point or a certain affinity level or relationship level with that area in order to progress the game. I want it to be something that is added upon. So if you decide to go the extra mile to build your relationship with a specific village or community or town or whatever, that it opens up new opportunities for you that way. So for the players that decide to go that extra mile, they have those new opportunities, they have those new abilities, or whatever it may be. I think that would be a great way to really improve the gameplay that allows players to be rewarded for doing those extra tasks. And what I also want with that is rewards that are actually substantial and not, oh, now you can fast travel here. I mean, I guess that's substantial, but more so, oh, now you can use the blacksmith here, or we're going to drop the prices of these things. No, I want there to be some sort of substantial reward, whatever that may be. With all that said, what are you excited for? What do you want to be incorporated into this game? I know that they have a lot of plans, making movies and TV shows. Who knows, maybe they'll make an anime. But I'm super excited for this. So what are you guys excited for, and what do you want in the game? With that said, thanks so much for stopping by, listening. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.